What up, boys? What up, guys? It's your boy Heaton Delete here, bringing back a TT Isle of Man 2, right on, not 2, but the first TT Isle of Man right on the edge, the first one. Since I got done with the motocross Let's Play and stuff, so I actually sat down and actually figured out, I'm going to start doing some time trials on this game, and I want to do like a series where I go for every track and try to complete the maximum amount of laps, which is 6, and do a perfect run, meaning I didn't fall off the bike. There's a lot of times where, yeah, I got a little squiggly or laps were slower than others, but to me, this is a new series called I don't know if I'm going to call it Track Mastery or Crashless Runs, but yeah, it took me about 3 hours to do this track. I know you guys have seen this track twice with testing, and that's one of my first videos was testing, and what was it? Progress on a 1000cc Kawasaki. This is basically a good track to really test yourself. My setup is for driving assist, brake in auto braking, and traction controller completely off. But I do use anti-stoppy and anti-wheelie at the highest level. It'll let you, because I'm on the Switch, and I just don't got the reflexes to tilt back and forth on the steering analog stick, because I remember in the second one it lets you change it to where you can use the right one for riders lean forward or back. This one you can't, so I just got a little lazy and said, okay, I'll just keep those up there. But yeah, so without further ado, let's begin this race. So hide interface, there we go. And yeah, so I guess I did put the whoops. Damn. I mean, this race isn't even that long. Each lap was about, okay, that was a, okay, what's with this angle now? But these laps aren't very long, so it's alright to have these kind of bloopers. But yeah, take 2. Oh, hold on now. What kind of angle is that? Oh, I guess this is the angle we're starting at, guys. So yeah, this is I did put the guys on the hardest difficulty. I'll probably take a photo of when they're on the easiest difficulty to show different times. But yeah, I'm just out here cruising away. Like I said, and yes, I do use the best line to indicate where to brake and stuff, because I never really had time to actually fully memorize the track. But yeah, this part gave me the worst trouble. I would always lose it right in that corner, because when you let off the throttle, the bike would just get squirrely. Yep, that's probably the one that's a tight corner there. It doesn't look like it, but man, is it tight. This is a nice little section. I'm using a Triumph Daytona 675, and it's a very nice bike. That jump, that little dip right there, that has ended so many of my runs. This corner scares me to death. So that's lap 1 done. Like I said, it took me a long time to actually do this one. I want to do this with the 10 tracks plus the TT Isle of Man, but since I know the TT Isle of Man is going to be a very long race, that's probably going to be, I'll probably only do 1 lap around that course, because best laps are about 15 minutes, because it's a 43-mile race track, well, street race. And I don't think, because I noticed that my videos that go under 10 minutes are extremely enjoyable. But yeah. And I actually, when I hit replay mode, it was loading back as if I restarted the race, and my heart almost stopped. Because this took, I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a blast doing this. That's why I kept going at it and going at it. I even, I had to take a break because I realized, oh, I'm hungry. I probably should just take a break, take a breather, and got back in it. So this is what, about attempt, probably 18, 19, I don't know, but it was a lot of attempts. And this is just a TT format where you're not going to see much action, but there are other riders just in 10-second intervals. I'll probably do another video, same track, but, you know, well, since I already did it with the, probably I'll do it with the expert AI again. But the first lap, the AIs hit a 109, and I was only managing a 111 for the first lap. Then, second, third, fourth lap, I was able to hit, you know, solid 1.6s, 1.7s. But yeah. Then again, it's not about what the AI were capable of, it's really what I'm able to do. Full, you know, no crashes out of 6 laps. So that's pretty consistent. You can hear when I get off the throttle, when I apply brakes. See, right there, I got scared. I'm like, no. And I don't know if those were the... So basically, in this mode, because I started 4th in line, since no one was around me, I figured, oh, since no one's coming up on me, and I'm not coming up on no one, I had leaderboards, and by lap 3, I already had a second lead, but then I started getting a little cautious around lap 5 and 6. So it dwindled a lot, but when I had traction control on, I was way too powerful, like way too fast. There's no such thing as being too fast around this course, but it was feeling it defeated some of the challenge, because part of the challenge of this game is learning how to manage your bike's behavior. That's the fun part of the game. So I said, okay, I can do this without traction control. So I did it without traction control. Yeah, on the Switch you don't have, it's all 100% gas or 100% brake. You can't do half inputs, it's all full or nothing. So that's why I didn't want to deal with the anti-stoppy and anti-wheelie, because I know when I get on the brakes, I lock up brakes a lot. I use combined brakes. That way I don't have to worry about engaging one too late or the other one and locking up my tires. Traction control, I was using that, but then after a while, I'm just like, well, this is actually really easy without traction control. So I decided to disable that. And yeah, I think I did pretty good. I think having the only assist are wheelie and stoppy, anti-wheelie and stoppy, is pretty impressive. Is good enough for someone at my skill level. Then this is what I'm gonna do. This track probably took me about 18 tries. Probably about within a span of 3 hours. Because of a lot of restarts, taking breaks and stuff. But I really had a good time with this track. I hope I can do this. Well, I mean, what I plan on doing is just making this a little sub-series of where I just kind of go for each track and master the track. Because I know the career mode on this game wasn't even exciting. It was, one race. It took me 25 minutes to do one race because I kept trying to get first place. But, yeah, I think this goes better because it can go one take, my best run, the Cashless Run. And that way I can actually say, hey, I'm uploading some professional content here. See, right there, that was the last lap, and I was getting scared. I thought, please, that curb can end you too. That section has ended me many times. There we go. And that's the run. And that's the leaderboard. Yeah. Sub 7 minute, that was what I was aiming for, because the first time I did this, I did full 6 laps, even if I crashed, and I got 4th place with a very slow time. But this time, with a lot of practice, no crashes, see how much time I was able to shave off? I was able to get the win, but barely. So, yep. And that's Eat and Delete, signing off. Stay fresh, cheese bags.